To do our teaser trailer, we had to use one program which was called Final Cut Pro, which is only available on Macs. This program allowed us to edit our film in the way we wanted it to turn out. We also had to use another program called Adobe Photoshop to create our poster and magazine cover. After we finished off everything, we then went to people individually and interviewed them and asked them what they thought of our work. Taking the feedback that people gave to us, we then went back to our work and made any improvements that people suggested. The reason we could edit our teaser trailer in such a high quality program is because of the media technology nowadays. We have so much more programs and high-tech computers and laptops to do this on, rather than before we had hardly any good media technology, as some of this hadn't been invented. This is the same for Adobe Photoshop. It hadn't been invented before the olden days until these modern days, which allowed us to create our film poster and magazine cover to our highest quality. For our research for our teaser trailer, first we created two online surveys, one a non-specific one and the other a specific one to do with our genre. From the non-specific survey we found out that most people liked action films, so based on that we then decided to do an action teaser trailer, which is when we created a second survey about action films and got results from that. To create these surveys we used the internet on a website called SurveyMonkey. We then sent this to people and got feedback from them. The aim of these surveys was one, to find out what genre of films people liked, and two, to do with a specific genre that will help us with our film. For our feedback for our final teaser trailer, we put the link up on Facebook and Twitter and got people to comment with positive and negative feedback. For our research for our film poster, we again used the internet for current action film posters and got our inspiration from them. We then analysed them and thought of ways of how we could do a similar idea for our film poster. This is the Hitman poster that inspired us. As you can see, he is an assassin, and that was the main part of our teaser trailer, which was all about assassins. This is the red poster that also inspired us, as the colour of the poster is red, which symbolises danger, blood, and other signs of action. For our research for our magazine cover, we again used the internet for current magazine covers and got our inspiration from them. We then analysed all the action magazine covers which inspired us. This is the Quantum of Solace magazine cover, which inspired us mainly because of the picture, as it dominates the magazine, and the colour coordination, and also the colour red that is used like in the red poster, which again shows danger, blood, and lots of action, as Daniel Craig is holding a gun, which also shows there's going to be a lot of action. This is the Joker magazine cover, which inspired us because of many things, like the tagline, for example. It tells you what the film was going to be about in a few words, which means it doesn't give away the whole film. And also the big bold text, which emphasizes the main points that Empire want us to know about. We have to put everything like research to do our teaser trailer, film poster, and magazine covers on a website called Weebly using the internet. This is an advantage of using the internet because this website is accessible to everyone to view. Overall, we had the advantage of using such high quality programs which enabled us to complete our work for our teaser trailer, film poster, and magazine cover. Finally, the main technology we used for our research for all of our three products was the internet.
Final Cut was of course the main program we used to edit our whole film. We used a variety of fades and cuts. So the first thing we did was place text in the middle. We did that by doing Ctrl X and opening up this toolbar, where we could work around with fonts, size and style. We placed it in the middle and we copied the same style of text and placed the different types of writing we wanted to put within. So we had here 3 countries, 3 targets come together for one goal. We also faded this in and out so it could flow well with the whole combination of the film. As you can see here, the image we had here was pretty shaky, so we thought we'd fix it up by putting a motion blur effect. We went into motion and we went into filters, and we used stop motion. This gave it the effect that there was a slight distortion that we intentionally put in. So in this section we used a triple split screen. Each character in a separate location was filmed and cropped to fit the screen, so they can each be doing the same action at the same time, but all in their different locations. We also faded in and out from each clip because there was about 3 for every character, so it's quite hard to get this to fit.
They shall rise.
So obviously one of the challenges we faced was syncing the voiceover with the music. We had to alternate here using the fade in and fade out tool to keep the music in sync with the sound. One of the things we focused on was trying to get every character to stand out, as each separate character had a different action sequence so they can establish themselves within the trailer. So we decided to use the slow motion tool. So to do this we went to modify, speed, and we played around with the percentage so we can see what is the perfect speed to get the right balance of slow motion, and then we can sync it back into normal time when the teaser trailer resumes. We did this with the 3 different clips, here and here. So in this section, of course, to get the sound in sync with the music, we had to use the fades. We faded the music out so the voiceover could just be a bit louder and you can hear it. And as soon as that was over, we faded the music back in. We did this several times, every time there was a voiceover, text in between. So at the end here, we tried to do an effect with the text, as of course this was right at the end, and we needed a text that really stood out. So what we did, we went into filters and used overdrive and light rays. A combination of both seemed very effective. As you can see from the 2 clips you just viewed, we tried to use a series of effective cuts. We put time lapses in between. This also helped us shorten the time of the trailer, and it also made a really cool effect, especially with the sun, as you can see it progress all the way from left to right.